So let's do a quick PUBG news recap. PUBG 2 officially announced by Krafton. Krafton is the they're the owners of PUBG IP. So when they announce something, you know it's legit. I just put out a video a couple days going over that PUBG 2, and then that brought a lot of discussion about skins. What the hell happens to our skins, CDome, when PUBG 2 comes out? Video 2 days ago covering that. According to PUBG, the skins will transfer over. That statement was made over a year ago, so obviously there's a little bit of an asterisk there, but currently that is the plan. PUBG 2 is going to bring the UE5 update to PC. It's unconfirmed if that will come initially to console as well. Console will be getting a separate next-gen graphic update later this year, though. We don't know when that's going to hit, but that will come later this year. That's not going to be UE5. That's just going to mean like higher resolution, higher frame rate, etc. for consoles. And that likely might also mean if you have an OG console, like an OG Xbox One, like that old guy, or a PS4, you might not be able to play PUBG on that old console anymore. Unconfirmed of if that's going to happen, but we know the next gen update is coming, and the idea is to leave behind the old consoles and stop dragging them through the mud. I want to pull up Twitter because my boy Blitz5 tweeted out that his buddy made a API search tool, and it went over all of PUBG console numbers, which is like never really been done officially before, or even unofficially. So I want to pull that up and show you guys what unique console player numbers are looking like. Before we do that, update 35.2 is going to be coming out next week. That's Tuesday, Wednesday morning, depending on when you get your updates. PUBG tweeted out a video. We'll go ahead and play it here. The TLDR is destructible terrain is coming to Taego with update 35.2. This is going to hit May 14th for PC, May 22nd for console, and they will also be adding in vending machines to Taego with a couple of different vending machines than what you're used to on like a Miramar or a Miramar and Destin. And that stuff was all announced in the roadmap, so this is just stuff that was planned to be coming. Destructible terrain is not the same thing as destructible buildings in Sandhawk. Destructible terrain is only talking about the ground. So this is what was on Rondo. Sandhawk does have destructible terrain as well, but it also has buildings. This is not buildings, so your performance really shouldn't be impacted. A lot of people were nervous about this killing their performance on Taego. I don't think that's going to be the issue because Rondo performs fine. And so this is the same thing. It's just where you can make the holes in the ground and the terrain, and then small trees can be blown up. So watch this quick little trailer from PUBG, and then we'll go over some of the other new stuff. I don't know if there's music in this or not. I'm gonna have to mute it. Let's see. Okay, I have to mute it. All right, so there's some music here, but the little hype trailer, as you can see, is just showing the one of the weather modes on Taego, which is not new, but I think that's actually one of the cooler weather modes. It's like an actual thunderstorm, rainstorm, and they'll show off some of the terrain explosion features, which you can do. If you don't know about that, you can do with a pickaxe, as you can see here, which the pickaxe comically takes forever. So unless they upgraded the way the pickaxe works, no one's ever going to want to pick one up because it just takes way too long. 2 frag grenades will create the largest crater you can make, or 1 C4 will create the largest crater you can make. We've done like a full science video about that on Rondo a few months back, so you can just search like CDome terrain Rondo, and you can just watch that whole video if you want to see all the different things you can do with the terrain. But as you can see, you basically make craters in the ground, which, believe it or not, is actually very cheeky and very useful. It's one of the best things that PUBG's added in a long time. It creates cover for places that don't have cover, so very, very useful for in-game scenarios, especially if you combo it with let me pause it here. If you combo it with things like smoke grenades or the emergency cover flare, those triangle things, all that kind of stuff. The other thing is that they're bringing these vending machines. Now, the vending machines, as you see here, some of them look just like that, but what they teased in the roadmap was not just vending machines for boosts. Like, on Miramar, you hit a vending machine and it randomly pops out painkiller, energy drink, whatever. In the PUBG roadmap for 2025, they teased potentially bringing vending machines that you could also get. I believe it was weapon attachments for. You could get heals, and then I think there was maybe something for scopes. I honestly don't remember if there was a scope one or not, or if I'm making that up. But it was other things besides just energy drinks, and they all looked a little bit different depending on the map style. Like, so the Taego one is going to look different from the Miramar one, which is going to look different from the Erangel one. So they're all like themed a little bit to look differently. But according to this trailer, it's only going to be heals. So maybe they decided to not do anything else in the vending machine, but we'll see. And that's yeah, that's going to be coming, like I said, to Erangel and Miramar as well, the destructible terrain. They announced that in the roadmap. They're doing Taego first, which is unfortunate because I think Erangel should get all the new stuff first, but it's no secret that Taego is the more popular map in Asia, and obviously by now it's no secret that Asia is the largest player base for PUBG by a long shot. Speaking of update 35.2, we do not have any confirmed or even any leaked information about the Survivor Pass, if there will be a new Survivor Pass or a new Crafter Pass coming with 35.2. We do not know if there's going to be a new progressive skin. I would have to assume yes for both of those questions though, because there's only 2 progressive skins in the store right now, and the smoke grenades are going away. So you're only going to be able to get the the Mark 12, the SKS. So those are both going to be in the store for another 96 and 124 days. These smoke grenades go away in 5 days. So it's safe to assume a new progressive skin is going to take their place. Will it be another smoke grenade or a weapon? We don't know yet. Obviously no Survivor Pass yet. It's coming soon. So we'll probably see a new Survivor Pass for 35.2. And Hannah is still going to be in the store for quite some time, so she won't be replaced yet. But there may be a new vehicle collaboration coming, or a K-pop band group, aespa or aespa. I always forget how you're supposed to pronounce that, but that K-pop group was announced, or was leaked. It wasn't announced, right? That was Flash that tweeted that out. Yeah, aespa is coming. Oh, July. Did I say May? Okay, so July is for aespa. Maybe the Bugatti collaboration is coming this month. We don't know. So that's collaborations and updates and stuff. Also, not really PUBG related, but it is just kind of PUBG recap news. Black Budget, that's their PUBG's extraction shooter. That's playtest should be happening later this year, so keep a lookout on Twitter. I'm sure they'll make a Discord about it. I'm sure they'll have online website signups if you want to get involved in the playtest for that extraction shooter for PUBG Black Budget. Okay, now going back to what I was saying earlier, Blitz5 tweeted this out. He said, PUBG, our player count for PUBG console revealed. My friend was able to use the PUBG's API data to get an accurate estimation of the unique player count per day. I know people have wondered about this for years. More info below. So let's take a look. So we got Mr. Burns Suave, and he says everyone's been guessing how many unique players are still active on PUBG console. Now, PUBG console is going to be in Xbox and PlayStation. I pulled the actual data. Here's the real player count across consoles. Now, put an asterisk on this. I don't know how valid this is. Okay, I don't know how accurate it is. It seems as though it's been vetted, but take that with a grain of salt. PUBG hasn't commented on this, so I don't know, again, how 100% accurate it is, but it's really cool nonetheless to see. So unique console players per day, all game modes, all servers. My question, I guess, is this going to be for all regions too? Is everything considered under this umbrella? I would assume so. And I know my head's kind of blocking some of it here, but the graph goes up to 150,000 and then 200,000. And what you can see is at the peak, it's around 150,000. At some points, it gets up to 175,000 unique console players. And then third person perspective, or I guess this is just perspective modes shown. So for everyone saying, well, why the fuck is PUBG so worried about TPP? It's no secret that TPP is the most popular game mode for PUBG. The console is a little bit different though, because the FPP community on console almost does not exist. So don't take this graph as translates to PUBG PC, because it is going to be different. But this is unique players per game mode for TPP and FPP, and this one says all servers here, so I guess all regions. And you see the little colors down here? Well, blue is solo FPP. This little guy way down here. Solo FPP, duo FPP, squad FPP, solo TPP, duo TPP, and then squad TPP. So by a long, huge margin, the console community are TPP players, and more specifically, they are squad TPP players. And a lot of that is simply from the fact that over time, the game's 8 years old, over time, the FPP players got tired of simply waiting for lobbies, because the lobbies would take a lot longer to fill up if you don't have enough players. And so they would also, people who prefer FPP would slowly just start to say, frick it, I'm going to queue up a TPP game just so I can get a quick game. And then that transition slowly took over. Even one of my buddies used to play console, who I started playing console with, Mike Stan, he and I both came to PC at the same time. But at the time of like where we were trying to build a new computer and all that stuff to go to PC, he was doing the TPP on console for that reason, because the lobbies would take too long to queue up, and also because TPP is just way easier, so he could farm you guys. But anyway, that's not part of that discussion. Now let me see. There are some comments on here, and I had some questions too. But before I just start asking questions, let me read these comments and see what exactly has been answered or discussed. So we have crawler taps into the PUBG API. It collects match data across console to track daily matches. Pull in 23 million players per match player match combos since 0409. 09. It's not perfect time zones, see players, but the process is sound. Shit is so pathetic. The game was supposed to be FPP only. Fun fact, the game released as TPP only at first, but that's all right. Curious if it's unique gamer tags or unique consoles. A lot of console players probably log into more than one account on a daily basis. Do people do that? I played console for all my life. I never had multiple gamer tags. You guys have multiple gamer tags if you're on console? I don't even have multiple gamer tags on PC. Why would you do that? It's unique gamer tags. Interesting. Okay. If gamer tag plays one match in any mode, that gamer tag will be counted on that day. So, okay, so that is also interesting to note, is that this is not like concurrent players. This is unique players. So if you log in and play one match, you are considered in this number. If you log in and play 1,000 matches, you are considered one in this number. So that is just something to kind of annotate, that it's not a concurrent list. It's just a, hey, these are the most unique players who've logged in and played, or maybe not even played, maybe it's just logged in that day. Is this across the world? This is not just one region, it's worldwide. Sick idea, man. Is it possible to do this with PC? I wonder what the average players are on console. Based on this data, let's say PUBG PC average is 200K concurrent players. I'd imagine their daily unique was closer to 1 million. So this is kind of what I was just saying, is that that's not concurrent. That's just unique daily players. Yes, this should be possible to do with PC. Oh, good. That's the logical next step for this. I have to modify the script a bit. It'll take a while to crawl all those. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's get that done then. That'd be really cool just to compare, because you can obviously go look at like Steam charts and stuff, but I'd be interested to see that too. 200K players, when I'm seeing the same people in lobbies, I don't know. The peak unique player count over this time frame in TPP squads is just shy of 115K. That's across all servers. Over a 24-hour period, I'm going to come up with a chart that shows an hourly breakdown. There's no way to break down by region. So it really depends on what time of the day you're playing too, right? Like if you play at off-peak hours, you're obviously not going to be running into, 200 or 175K people. And that's obviously all modes. So if you break down TPP only, yeah, around 115,000. It's not 115,000 at a specific time. It's across the entire day. So, you're going to have a couple of peak times depending on which region you're playing in. Like, peak time for North America might be like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. And then peak time for EU might be 8 p.m. their time, but that's really going to be like whatever, 2 p.m. our time, whatever the time zone conversion is. Not that I can see. But anyway, yeah. So that's really cool. Would love to see that for PC. You think there's a lot of Smurf accounts? Interesting. Cheaters do. Yeah. What is the if you go to PUBG news, weekly ban notice. So this ban list is updated as of May 4th, and there were 42,000 accounts banned this week for PUBG. I don't think this includes console, does it? I forget if this includes console or just PC. I want to say this is just PC. Has that been disclosed before? I really don't remember if that's been disclosed before. These are all the banned accounts. I guess you could maybe go search, cross-reference some of these, but there's all the asterisks, so you don't know the exact gamer tag. But I'd be curious to know if any of those, I guess, were banned with it. But what I was going to get at is that, there's 42,000, roughly 50,000 accounts banned per week. How many of those are from duplicate, accounts being logged into? So, you basically gotta subtract a bunch of those from that list. So it'd be interesting to know the difference there. Let me make sure I follow this guy. This is actually really cool info. Burn, or Jinky, might go by Jinky. You did a great job with that, man. Let's keep it up. I want to see some more cool stuff.